it's two different things. You getting to know somebody is not dating them.
Yeah.
Once you start going on multiple dates and you start establishing like this could be a thing, now you're dating. But don't be. I hope it's people not out there thinking that we dated just because we had French fries.
So this
We
is
didn't
pertaining
date.
to you.
We
You're
didn't
set the
date.
record straight.
We didn't
Okay, got it.
date. We didn't date.
Welcome to the Make It Work podcast, where we talk about real topics
Real opinions
with real facts
with real emotions.
in real time. I am your host, Mike P. Joined with me, as always,
Just Kyle shut it down.
and we have a guest today. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Anya.
There we go. There we go. All right, and we got a few good topics today. Happy February 15th. It is Side Piece Day, so happy Side Piece Day.
Mm.
First topic I want to talk about: how do you know that you're a side piece?
The signs are written.
The what?
There will be signs.
There will be signs. What are those signs?
Like you only talk to them during business hours. I just kind of feel like that's number one. After a certain time, you can't get hold of them. I just feel like it's clear. We
Right.
only go to very secluded places that you won't be seen. We only get takeout.
You have experience with this.
I was about to say,
Like, were you the side piece, or you had
this is
side
not me.
pieces?
This is not me. Let the record show.
This is
But
not
look,
me.
I just feel like there's
Say
no
what
way
you
you don't know if you're a side
want.
piece or not.
I mean, some people really don't know. Kai, what you think, man?
What was
How
the
you
question?
know? How do you know you're a side piece, or
As a man?
as a
how-
man? Yeah.
How would you know you're a side piece if you as a man? That's very interesting. I don't have the
Jesus.
answer to that.
I
How
kinda
would you
don't have the
know
answer to that either.
you a side piece as a man? I don't know. I feel like if you're a side piece as a man, you don't mind being there. So I don't think it ever is like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem
agree.
of being the side?
Men
nigga?
don't care about being side pieces.
Nah.
Care. Wait,
Oh.
As a man, if
That's
you're
a
a side
dream
piece, you're just getting a benefits from somebody else's woman. It's pretty much very simple task
with no expectation.
with no expectations, with real emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
In
why
real
y'all
time.
never have to guess. Y'all are like included in everything that's known. Like y'all probably get told you're the side piece.
No, you
Like-
yeah, definitely. I think
It's
a woman would definitely confide in you and be like, "Hey, you're a side piece," and just so that it goes smoothly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably the best route for you to go as a woman, telling your man
Yeah.
that he's a side piece. I mean, I don't know if we should be giving out that kind of
I was
game.
about to say
Probably not.
I'm taking notes.
I think the best way to tell, I mean, you just play it by day. February 14th, Valentine's Day. Did you get a call? Did he hang out with you? Did she hang out with you? Probably the side piece. I mean, it's February 15th or the 13th. Probably the side piece. Christmas was Christmas Day. Were you with the family? Nah. Oh, they saw you afterwards. They saw you the day before, Christmas Eve. Probably the side piece. New Year's. Who got that New Year's kiss? When the ball dropped, 12 o'clock. Was it you? Probably wasn't. She said she was asleep. She wasn't asleep.
I didn't even know this was a real thing. I thought like everybody
This nigga.
had an understanding where they were when they signed
People aren't
up.
always that transparent,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of people hide shit. So, speaking of hiding shit, there's this thing called the talking stage that people have. In relationships, you meet someone, you guys date, and then you're in the talking stage. Do you believe in the talking stage? Like, is that important to you?
Yes, but here's the thing. I feel like I don't always call it the talking stage. It's
what do you call it?
like we're dating. We're like casually dating. We're getting to know each other. When people say we're talking, I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Like we talk to each other like occasionally. Like that's so broad. Like what? How do you define that?
Since you call it dating, do you date multiple people at the same time?
Absolutely.
Oh.
I just kind of feel like you're kind of shorting yourself if you're not. Unless you're no, seriously, you're shorting yourself if you're putting all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Unless you
I
really
agree.
just can't,
I agree.
unless you don't have the bandwidth to date multiple people at once, then I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Why do you agree with that?
Because if you're dating, you're dating, so you have no commitment to anybody. You're just dating. You have no title behind any relationship. You should be seeing what's out there. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a problem. You think that's a problem?
I think that's a problem. I think that's a huge issue, actually.
You ever did that?
have I ever
Yeah,
did
cause
that?
do it. Let's get into it.
I mean, yeah.
So you don't think
I've
it's that
talked-
big
I've
of a
talked to
problem?
multiple people at the
You
same
don't think
time.
it's that big of a problem? He goes,
I
I think that's a
do.
problem.
I've never said I never made mistakes in my life.
Well,
That's
you-
one of the mistakes that I made. When I was talking to my wife, or when I was dating my wife, it was just her. It was nobody else.
Yeah, but when you were talking to her, talking about when before you decided to make her your girl.
Well, yeah,
That's
but
what
before
talking-
that, in that stage, that
The first
dating
time you
stage.
took her on a date, were you talking to anybody? For all my dogs.
Oh, my dog.
That's like a dog.
I think someone was scraping something. Yeah. Yeah, we need that bread. Bring that bread.
I
in.
will say though, I do think at a certain point in the dating phase, if you're really getting serious,
start
you
to-
should
start to
start
go
like
down.
pruning, weaning
Yeah,
stuff.
I agree.
Off.
But I
Just out here
also,
casually dating, yeah.
that's not like when you go on the first date, you can't pretend like
True.
you weren't talking to somebody. You were talking to somebody. You weren't. Your phone wasn't completely free when you met your girl.
It was. Well, not when I met her.
Yeah,
but
and then when
we
you took her on the
started
first date,
dating,
When you took her on the first date, it wasn't free. You took her on the first date, you started talking to her, and eventually the more you start to like her, the more the other one starts to as well. That's natural
Yeah.
when you start dating somebody and liking somebody. But
Mhm.
when you're dating and not falling for anybody, you're just dating and everybody's kind of on the same even plane. I might decide to go out with this person. And this person might be a better fit for us for me to take them there. I don't want to go be alone. When I do that, when you're dating, you're not hurting anybody's feelings because we're openly dating, and it should be like that on both sides until somebody steps up and says, "Yo, I want this to be exclusive," and we start talking about our agreement that we have and what that looks like between me and you.
Right.
You know, like you can't even assume that everybody would want to be exclusive in the dating phase. They might want you, like, I want you to have other people because I don't want you to be stuck on me. I'm still figuring out myself, and you're here to, help me get there.
Okay. I mean,
You gotta be real. I feel like you gotta be a grown up when you're dating. A lot of people they be
I
dating
mean,
as
nah.
kids.
What
They
does
be
that look like being a grown up while you're dating?
what it looks like is somebody who understands and has emotional intelligence and understands, like, okay, I'm dating, I'm getting to know this person for who they are, where we're seeing if this works out and if this is going to be something or if it's not going to be something, and we're having fun with this. Locking down somebody as soon as you start talking to them, though, ain't the best way to get to know somebody.
So I think my advice to people, like, try to do what I did, but it's one person at a time. If I'm dating someone, it's like, all right, I took her out on a date. It was a good time. I'm not talking to anybody else after that. It's me and you were dating. If I want to go somewhere and I don't want to be alone, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's not the way I operate, because I know if it doesn't work out with her, I can always go get another one. That's nothing to me. So I don't need to talk to multiple at the same time. If I'm looking to date you in order to marry you, I'm only talking to you. We date, we have good times. I don't want to go out alone. Hey, I invite you out. You can't make it? Cool. I go out alone anyway. Come back, we still dating. Now I'm not feeling it. Okay. I drop her. I move on. I get
sounds
another one.
real
that's
good,
dating
but
with
that don't
intention.
feel-
Then
that don't
that's
feel
different than
authentic.
just like talking. I feel like when
I
you're
like what you said right there. That's dating with
dating with
intention.
intention,
Thank you.
if you're dating to marry, that's different than just casually dating. If you're casually dating, I feel like
So if you fucking.
I feel like that's cap.
no.
I feel like it's just, I'm just feeling
Is that not what casual
a
dating
lot of
is?
cap going on.
You think that's cat?
I just think there's a lot of cap going on.
No.
If you're dating to marry, then you don't need to be dating multiple people. I
No,
feel like
if you're
that's the
dating
phase
to marry-
before.
But I'm trying.
That's
Can
the
you
phase
can
right
you
before that.
please tell me why going out on going to dinner is now us talking? We're friends. We go out. We enjoy each other's company. I'm learning you. I'm not dating you. I can't even say I'm dating you till about the third or fourth date.
What are you doing then?
We're getting to know each other. I just fucking met you.
These terms aren't interchangeable.
What?
Dating, getting to know you,
No, it's
going out
different.
together. Oh, I'm sorry.
two different
dating,
things.
getting to know. That's not interchangeable.
It's two different things. You getting to know somebody is not dating them.
No.
Once you start going on multiple dates and you start establishing like this could be a thing, now you're dating. But don't be. I hope it's people not out there thinking that we dated just because we had French fries.
So this
We
is
didn't
pertaining
date.
to you.
We
You're
didn't
set
date.
the record straight.
We didn't
Okay,
date.
got it.
We didn't date.
Nah.
We went to get French fries. Now
Mhm.
you said we wanted to get to know each other. Oh, like we didn't get nowhere. That wasn't a date. You can't.
I think that's
come
also
on.
another different. I categorize a lot of things. I feel like that is just kind of like having fun. I don't know
Not
if we're just going out,
It
like you
depends
said,
on
we're just getting
intention.
fresh.
you're not
It's
going listen, you're not
Exactly.
going to
it
meet
depends on
you're
intention.
not going to meet somebody that you want to be with unless you go out and be yourself and you get to know them without all that pressure.
I agree.
You're going to go out on a date and be like, this might be the one. And with all that pressure, and then you find all these red flags, and you're not even getting to know the person. You're not even being yourself because you're trying to bring your perfect self. You're not even doing the right things to even make this person feel like they should be the one. You have all these expectations, what they should do.
Right.
He should be opening my door. He should be paying for everything. He should got all these expectations. I mean, what a man does, what the man does, and you can dislike it or like it, but at the end of the day, y'all just getting to know each other. You know what I mean? You're just getting to know each other. Take the pressure off. Breathe. We're just having fries.
We're
just having
fun.
We're just having fries.
I'm gonna start telling people that we're
Right.
just having fun.
I
We're
think-
just don't think that you didn't you're like, yo, I bagged her. No, we're just having fries.
I think the downfall to most relationships, like you said, is having expectations. Like when you go out on dates or
Yeah.
anything like that, if you have expectations for somebody, then it's probably not going to work.
We
Like,
might
you're not-
go
you're not-
out and I might realize that you might just be a good friend.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You're not really learning the person for who they are. You're trying to compare them
To whatever you had before.
Yeah, exactly. Or whatever
Mhm.
expectation you have for that person.
Yeah.
Like learn them for who they
Or
are.
what
and
social
then-
media said that your man should do on the first date.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Or where you should
said with
go on the
social
first
media?
date, stuff like that. Like, no expectation. Like
So
let-
y'all don't go into dates with expectations. Well, when y'all were dating, y'all didn't go into dates with expectations.
Mm-mm.
Not really, no.
See,
Like not a single one.
no.
Nope.
I stopped doing that a long time ago.
Mhm.
But I always just what I like to do when I was dating is I'll just bring you around what I have going on. So I'm like, yo, I have a studio session. Come to studio session. I'm about to go to the gym. You want to work out with me? Yo, I'm about to go get some food. You want to slide?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You want to come be a part of my life and be I'm not saying,
Right.
oh, let's go on our first date. I'm saying you want to hang out with me. Do you want to chill with me and see what it's like being around me? And then once we do that, then I might be like, yo, I want to take you out. Because now I see I want to take you out.
Right.
Now I see like, oh, snap, you cool people. It's like, all right, let's do something. Let's step it up. But why are we starting from here? You know what I mean? I don't even know you.
Exactly.
I think you're cute, and that's all I know.
Yep.
I know your Instagram pictures look nice, but I ain't even see you in person. You could be catfishing. You might not look like that. Imagine I spent all this money and then you look like a 7, a 6, and your Instagram told you you was a 10.
What's wrong with a 7 or a
The
6?
money was
Nothing's
lost.
wrong with a 10. Nothing's wrong with a 7, but when you expected a 10, you dress different.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Am I lying?
You're not.
You
You're
know.
Am
not.
I lying?
You're
We
not.
going to Barclays Prime because I thought you was a 10. I got a driver. I'm suited. I got suited up. Got my best shit on. My clears on. I'm ready to fucking show you the best time because I think I'm with Beyonce. And you're a 7.
Please.
That's it. You could have went to Applebee's.
We could have went to cheesecake. The fuck?
You're a dead ass wrong.
I didn't know it was gonna be a regular night. I thought it was gonna be the best night of my life.
I think that's girls' problem now. I think that's what it is.
What?
That's why
That's
they're
our problem?
Yeah, that's why they're saying
Wait.
cheesecake's not a good first date. It's because they're seeing that.
Nah,
in
that's
their-
all. That's
they're
all
in
for
their
jokes
inner
though.
circle.
That's all for jokes though. But on a,
No, you're dead serious.
Where-
That's just real though. I agree.
it's partially real. Two things can be wrong and right at the same time. Because
What?
I'm not.
Wait.
Let me tell you why.
Say
Wait a
more,
minute.
please. Say more.
I will take a 10 to cheesecake, and I'll take her to Barclays Prime.
Okay.
Okay.
A 7, I'll take her to cheesecake. She probably
Or
she
walk.
probably won't make it a square is a square. A square is a rectangle. Rectangle is not a square. Isn't that how it go? Like we can't do both. Like you can't
That
do
is
both.
true.
You're not qualified for that. For there's certain things that you
Oh my God.
No,
I'm
that-
crying.
That's good.
Nah,
Good.
I
I
mean, let's be
agree.
honest.
I
Let's be
agree. I'm
honest.
with you.
Let's be honest. And you might be a 7 to me, but you might be a 10 to somebody else. So don't let me bring you down.
But isn't that an expectation? We were just talking about that.
What you mean?
when we were saying going into a date with expectations.
I should
If
know
were
what you look like. That's not an
expecting that-
expectation. That's face value.
No, yeah.
But y'all
No
said
pun
y'all don't have no
intended.
expectations. I don't know.
That's face
We
value.
have no expectation, but
I
your
should
appearance
know.
is your appearance, though. Like, it's like
I shouldn't be stunned by your appearance negatively. I shouldn't see you and be like, whoa.
like, not you. Like,
I will cancel reservation so fast.
Cancel a reservation is
Yeah.
hilarious.
what are your expectations on
We
the first
going
date?
skydiving.
As a woman.
We going to Chuck E. Cheese.
Anyways, I don't have like many expectations going to a first date.
Okay.
No, seriously, it's
I
just
do.
like,
Yeah.
I think it's just the courtesy things. Yes, I do expect my door to be open. I kind of don't really expect to pay. The heavy Negro side was hilarious. That was bullet one.
It's just
Like
you
little
expect your
things
door
like
to be
that.
open.
Yes, that's what I've
That's
been
an
accustomed.
expectation.
That is an expectation.
Interesting. Okay.
I'd expect my doors to be open.
Do you expect that throughout the course of the relationship,
Mhm.
even through the marriage? So we're talking like
Yes.
20 years. He should always open your door.
If you know that's important to me, yes,
That's an
yes, I
absolute
do expect
insane
that.
expectation.
Why? How hard is it to open a door and
It's
let
not-
your
it's
lady
not
walk through
hard,
the door?
It's just
It's not that hard.
ridiculous.
But
It's not hard.
but you can't.
There are things as a
You
woman
could be
that I
miss-
would always
All
need
right.
to.
So you should always cook that meal every day.
That's what I would say.
Here we go.
You're gonna miss out on a whole lot thinking that the first day you're gonna get everything that you will get if we continue to date.
Bingo.
What do you mean by that?
Because there's certain things that I'll do to you now that we're talking
Mm-hmm.
versus us just going on a couple dates.
Why
Like that
introduce-
first date, couple dates, you're getting a part of me. But once I start to like you and I start to show and start appreciating you in my life,
Mhm.
there might be different perks to that.
Mhm.
And that's a man. No, and that's a man.
I
There's
that
a-
was
there's a lot of shit
swear
going
I
on.
thought that was a
There's a lot
car
of shit
about to
going
like crash through
Crazy
us,
as
bro.
hell.
I was
There's a lot
like,
of shit going
hey,
on.
yo.
Not
Bro, that was about to be wild.
yeah, crazy that.
Where's the broom? Like, don't you? Like,
I don't want to get off topic, but so let's continue.
We're gonna have to bring that back. So can we just pause for a second and then clap?
yeah, that was.
I think what I give you, the,
I'm sorry. Crazy. Round of applause.
Like, please.
Hey, yo.
you're
Like,
freaky.
all right.
You're freaky.
Oh, diddy.
Go ahead.
I think when you see a man handle you that kind of way, in a way where depending on where we are, depending on what it really shows you the value a man has for himself. You know, what I'm gonna do for you on the first date, I'm not gonna just, oh, you're way up here and I gotta do all this to give. What are you gonna do for me
Mm,
on the first date?
mm.
What do you want? I
Yes.
just feel like if you lay that out clearly,
No,
I
I don't
just
want
I don't know.
anything.
well, then that's on you.
No, it's not.
Create that list.
It's not really on me. It's just I don't have any expectations of
Right.
you. I always want you to bring your good energy and your
Right.
time, and let's have a conversation. You have the expectations of what I should bring to you because you feel like your value is higher than mine.
Mm-mm,
Or
that's
it's
just
like-
what's for me. That's what's for me. If
Well-
you're somebody who wants to be with me and I say, okay, well, this is what I need for you to be with me.
Well, listen,
Mhm.
this is why a lot of women they look and they talk like this, and they don't have the man that does those things. Because the man that does those things, you don't come to me that way. You're gonna come to me a certain kind of way, and that way is with respect, and you're gonna value me as a person and who I am, and then you will start seeing all the stuff that you see on Instagram.
Who
'cause-
walks in on the first date and says, okay, so I need you to do this with the checklist? That's not what happens.
That's
we go on a date and I just
Women do
notice
that.
what you do
No,
and what you
no,
don't do. And
no,
it's like, well,
that's what
then
women
you
are
either
doing.
are the person
You
for me
literally
or
just
you
said
aren't.
he has to open the door for you.
But I don't come in just saying like, hey, open the doors.
Of
But
course you
I
don't
will
say
notice
it.
if you don't.
Yeah, but you do have a mental
will
checklist.
notice if you don't.
You do have that mental checklist. Yeah, you would notice because it's one of your expectations. On your expectation list, open
there
the
are
door.
things I want you to
You gonna
do.
give
Pay for the date. Take me somewhere nice. Make sure you have a car in order to open the door because you're not just getting an Uber.
I mean, I
right?
mean, I
Like,
think that should be. That's not a bad.
Well, I mean, of course.
That's
of
right.
course.
I
I would
wanted
want that
to
for my
say it.
daughter as well. Yeah,
We're
I mean, I would
adults.
want
We
the
should have
guy to,
certain things.
know it. But
I guess I just feel like it's never far fetched if you experienced it before. It's like if I know there are men out there that will do it, then I feel like
don't-
I'm
hold
not
on, don't
asking
take me
for
out and
too
compare
much.
me.
Hold on. Exactly. So what he just said is like you compare. You said if you've experienced it before. I think that's the problem. Certain girls do have expectations because of what they have experienced. Sometimes you experience that high level dude, but you're not really worth that much because you didn't keep them in the first place. So maybe you need to bring your expectations down a little bit because that's maybe where you should be in the first place.
You know, relationships don't just end because you couldn't keep them. They end for a multitude of reasons. Maybe you all weren't compatible. Maybe you outgrew things. Maybe irreconcilable differences. It's not always one person couldn't keep the other.
If you like him more than he likes you, you couldn't keep him.
But that's not always what happens. That's not always the ending of a relationship. Like the relationship that I was just in not too long ago. It ended because we weren't relearning each other.
How long
Like
were you guys together?
4 years.
Okay.
So the version that we met each other as wasn't the person that, or the people that we were at the end of the relationship.
You said the version.
The
So
version
you-
of the people we were, yes.
Do you think you ignored the red flags in the beginning?
Some.
Because I don't think people change that much. Because you said the version, as if he changed over time and became something that he wasn't before. But sometimes we do ignore those red flags of somebody, and then they turn out to be someone different. I hear that story a lot.
But it wasn't like the red flags. It was really like you have new interests. You're making new friends. Our lives are feeling separate now. And
Okay.
it's like we're making the efforts to try to relearn, or we're making the efforts to try to keep our lives enmeshed. And
Right.
it's just becoming futile. So it's like, I want you to spread your wings and I want to spread mine. So it was kind of like that. But it wasn't like, oh, you know, because I hate your family, or you don't know how to do
Right.
this, you don't know how to do that. It's like, no, we needed to part ways. Our paths were separating.
Okay. Well, sometimes when you spread your wings, you become more of
Man,
who
I
you
feel like it
actually
was
are.
messier than that.
What?
I feel like it was messier than that. You making it sound real cute.
Of course, breakups are never, well, let me not say never.
They are. Sometimes.
Why you break up with him?
I told you.
Why he break up with you?
Our paths were separated.
No, but like, what's the real reason? Because what he's saying is what I was thinking, but I was too bitch to say it. But
You said
yeah.
pretty wings like this is like you Maxwell. Like
All right.
This is
Not
not-
too
this
much.
is not what happened.
too much.
Pretty
this is not
wings.
what happened. Pretty wings. Oh. No.
Vibe. It really was like,
No, it wasn't.
I don't know.
was it?
I don't know.
What was it?
It was a few
Was he short?
things.
How tall was he?
Oh my
It
gosh.
wasn't that,
It's
Mike.
Not
Did he
that
make any
was
money?
Short.
Mike,
He makes
Mike, it
good
wasn't
money.
that. We don't gotta-
So
why
what- so
you
what
always
was
go
it?
these-
Because it's usually the same.
No,
It's
that's
the
not
same
what it
five
was. That's
things.
not what it
He don't
was.
What
make
do you
enough
think
money.
it was? What
He's
do you
too
think
small.
it
What do I
was?
think it
He's not
was?
masculine enough. It's literally those are the
Nah,
three main
those-
things.
That's not what happened.
Okay, so what happened?
This is what I feel like.
Let me let y'all
I
tell
do
it.
not
Let
know
me
what
let y'all
happened, but
tell
it-
it what happened.
From the energy that you're providing me with today,
Mm-hmm.
and for you telling me that it's a mutual and you guys are, it seems to me that you guys were not respecting each other, who you guys wanted to be. There was a lot of problems with the way he did things. There's a problem the way you would do things, and that caused a lot of insecurities, a lot of accusing, a lot of controlling type of things that you felt like you couldn't be yourself, or he felt like he couldn't do certain things, and meeting new people, you said, so maybe finding somebody who wasn't on the path that he was once, so you feel like he's not who he used to be, or you're not who you used to be. I think that it was probably a toxic relationship, and because you're making it sound so clean, it sounds a little messy.
I can agree with one thing you said. I think maybe not giving each other the space to be who we wanted to
What a
be.
politician!
Soft.
Because
So soft.
What a
So soft.
politician!
Who cheated on who?
oh,
Okay.
Oh.
skip.
Oh,
And now we have some
oh,
fun.
wait, we found it. All right, there we go. Okay, so Since you
No,
skipped it, it's probably
In-
because girls they're right to it when it's like, oh, he cheated on me. They tell everybody.
in the
for some
spirit of
reason.
transparency, there was infidelity on both sides.
Oh.
But that was earlier in the relationship, and that wasn't the
Oh.
cause for the breakup.
You sure?
I'm certain.
Those
I'm
things last.
certain. It does, and it created lasting effects. But we still
Mhm.
stayed together like years after that.
So how was
Yeah,
it when
for
you
four.
you fucked somebody and you went back and fucked him?
Four.
What's that like?
Start over again.
And how was it when you fucked somebody and you came back and you had sex with him? Like, how did that feel?
How did it feel?
Yeah, to take a slice out of
No,
the middle.
I
globe.
really-
That's
it's a real
such a broad
question.
question.
No, because I was
Like-
like, how did it feel emotionally?
Emotionally,
Did you detach when you stepped out, or were you like, I just need something better?
if I can be so honest, we were on a break,
Mm.
Mm.
a 3-month break, and
Mm.
I met somebody else, and we were intimate. So, and it was only, I don't know. We don't need to get into the
You
details.
do know.
But
Yeah, we
coming
do.
coming back into it, I don't know. I didn't really think of it from an emotional standpoint because the person that I was dating outside of that, like
Mhm.
on that little break, it wasn't anything serious. It was just kind of like a in the meantime, in between time.
Some dick.
Exactly. Exactly. So then coming back to the relationship, it was just like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Emotionally, yeah.
But
I
did you
knew
guys
so
have
much.
fights over that type of stuff? Or like,
Yeah.
you guys came back and you guys told each other everything y'all did?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a
What?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. I wouldn't be able to take you back.
After
It's a wrap after that.
even if you did the same thing,
I'm a man, so it's a little different for me.
Okay.
It's a little different for me. You lost a piece
Mhm.
of yourself when you gave it to someone else. It's
No,
like
somebody
he
left a piece of
conquered
them.
you.
And you.
Y'all are making it sound so gross. Oh my god.
For what? What you mean?
Somebody left a piece. there.
Somebody
Someone
left a piece. Like, please.
Well, actually, his DNA does stay in you for like the rest of your life.
Not the rest of your life. That's not true.
I think I
think it's 7
looked it
years.
up.
I think.
you
so
looked
something-
this up.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I look these things up. Yeah,
I don't think rest of
care.
your life.
Really care.
That's a lot of DNA.
That's
These things just stay in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
yo, and then
Yeah.
did you suck his dick?
That's
Okay,
a very
skip.
important
Anyway.
question. That's a very important question.
Because
come on,
At that point,
it's a wrap. It's over.
stop
I can't
talking.
kiss you ever again.
Why are you texting my phone? You sucked his dick?
You suck this dick.
So are we saying that it's okay for men to cheat outside of their relationships and
Did you
get
suck
back with
his
their
dick?
partners?
But did you suck his
the
dick?
fuck
It's
out.
okay to be.
Because I don't think they
Y'all should
understand
be
how
taken back, but
we're
women
trying to
should not
breeze
be.
through that. Do
It's-
they
I
realize how
know.
big of a deal is?
I don't.
They don't get it.
How big
They
of
don't
a
get
deal
it.
is
They
it?
don't get
What
it.
pleasure do you get from sucking a man's dick?
Me personally?
Yes. Sure. Or speak in general for women.
Speaking general for women,
Yeah.
some women are
Mhm.
pleasers.
No.
Some women enjoy pleasing
What does
their
it physically do for you?
Can you get an orgasm from sucking
Nah,
dick?
you can't now.
men.
You can.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's physical pleasure in it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. But listen, that's not what I'm
Mhm.
trying to get at. I'm trying to get at the fact that you put yourself in a vulnerable position, went on your knees, or he was laying on his back, and you just gave him the fellatio of his life.
Mhm.
And then you're gonna come back to me with them same lips and try to talk to me?
Mm.
Devil was a
Mm.
liar.
It's the fucked up part
That was
when
a lie.
at some point it like fell out and then you like helped him put it back in.
Oh my god.
That's the
No,
that hurts
damn.
too.
I
That
didn't-
hurts
You know
too.
what? I never thought about that.
Yeah, bro, that hurts too. It's like, why'd you? So you grabbed it and put it back in for him, like,
And then you say go deeper.
and then yeah.
Y'all think about this in depth.
Yes,
I
we
did
do.
not know that.
Yeah. Don't cheat on me.
Very interesting.
Damn.
Don't cheat on me.
And then you're gonna look at him the same way you were looking at me.
oh.
And I know you nasty.
in such
And
a
you was that nasty
vulnerable,
with him too.
such a vulnerable position with your
Wow.
legs spread.
Every time you have an orgasm, I'm thinking about like that's the face that you made when
Right when he was in it.
Wow.
he was in it.
Oh, God.
So cheating's a deal breaker is what I'm hearing from y'all.
As a man,
Yeah.
that is a
As a
very,
man,
very,
cheating is a
very,
deal
very
breaker.
tough. That kind of
It
cheating
sucks.
is
Yeah.
fuck, especially if you suck dick.
Yeah. I think that's the deal breaker for me.
Oh, so
That's the
wait,
deal breaker for
so
me.
she can cheat, But if she didn't do that,
I mean,
then maybe.
it
How can you verify that?
Well, I'll explain. There's a lot of things that go on in a relationship.
can you
Okay,
verify
especially
that?
now that I'm married and everything. There's a lot that we have to worry about.
Swab test.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
I need
please.
to know.
It's
You stressing me.
yes, that is deal break. That action in of itself. You getting on your knees. I don't care if
Without the
if he
fucking, just
laying
the
down,
dick suck.
yeah. He don't even got.
I
He don't
mean,
even got
cheating is
fucked.
cheating. But
He don't even got
okay.
hit.
No, cheating is not.
Well,
che-
cheating is
Cheating is
not
cheating.
cheating.
You're not
Cheating's
understanding
cheating.
the
Cheating
point.
is cheating.
Cheating is not
I'm
cheating.
not. You're not gonna understand. You won't get it. You're not a man. And the comments will tell you.
Right.
You suck a man's dick.
It's a wrap.
You can miss me with the shits.
It's over.
Oh my God.
It's over. It's over.
That's
So
can't do
could
it.
your partner emotionally cheat and you take them back?
No, because she'd be gone. I don't think women can emotionally cheat and stay.
They can.
Why? It would be just fights every day.
The 80-20 rule.
The 80-20 rule.
Mm-hmm.
Put me on game.
Okay, so boom, the 80-20 rule. Your partner, you'll never find somebody who does 100% of what you want them to do, right? That's never
Okay.
going to be the case.
Okay.
So say your partner is that 80%
Mhm.
and you find that 20% in somebody else. The idea is you would never leave that 80 on the table for that 20% that you're finding outside of your relationship.
Hmm.
So somebody could be finding that 20% and
Mhm.
not leaving their 80 on the table.
you way too calculated.
Way too calculated. Like you put numbers into it.
She said.
I didn't
She
make that
said,
up.
"Baby, you
That
might."
was a real
She
thing.
said, "Baby, you my 80. I'll never leave you for a 20."
Yeah, like the fuck.
but I will let that
I
20
did not
That's
create
so fun.
this.
rock
Just
my
let it be
box
known.
off, though.
You just live by it.
Gonna knock the socks off me.
I just feel like that is why some people can emotionally cheat and still stay with their partner.
That makes
But
a lot
why
of
would
sense.
that be
though.
emotionally cheating though? If you knew from the start that you were only going to get 80% from that person,
That
you've
20%
always been getting
has a little
20%.
emotion in
That's
there.
going into any relationship. Nobody's gonna be perfect. Nobody's gonna be the
Right.
vision that you have in your mind. They're gonna be who they are.
Now
when
this
they
is where it
walk
gets
into the
messy at
relationship.
because you got 80
Mhm.
and you messing with that 20 to fulfill your 100, but then you lose your 100. I
Mhm.
mean, you lose your 80 trying to
Because of
fulfill
the
your 100. So now you left with 20.
I think it,
And that can
I
happen
think
too.
it
And that 20
depends on
got
what
a
the,
bitch.
it depends on what the 20% is. Is the 20% physical or could it be just something
It
like
could be whatever that 20
he
is.
compliments me?
It could be whatever that 20 is.
Well,
that
some things I
is-
don't care about.
That's subject to you.
Yeah, some things if it's 20%,
20
like,
just might be back shots.
Oh my fucking God. It could be anything. It could be compliments. It
He
could
have a
be he
pro- I have a
buys
problem
my
with that.
lunch. It
I
could
have a
be
problem
he
with
checks
that.
might
on me.
just
It could be
be certain
anything.
kind of back shots, and that 20%.
certain kind of back shots.
Yeah,
just
you ain't,
deeper back
you
shots.
just don't.
If
you-
it is deeper, then that's a problem.
you don't
too,
use your
though.
hips.
Oh my God. The idea is that 20% is whatever your partner cannot provide. That's what the idea is.
He
Hips.
goes 3 rounds, you
Hips.
go 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure. It can
shit.
be
That's-
that too, I guess.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Performance
I
matters.
see what you're saying.
Performance matters.
That's why she sucked his dick.
Oh
so
my
now it's a problem.
gosh.
It's a problem after that. I
Stop saying that. You make my heart hurt. Just
know.
skip
I'm
the
sorry.
beat.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Fuck.
But
Aw.
did you? But yeah, they just gotta ask. Every time you get cheated on as a man, ask if she sucked his dick. It's just. for
And
your-
if
for
she
your own
says no, I
safety.
guess swab test her then to verify it. Is that what it
Absolutely.
is? Okay. Got it.
Absolutely.
Look into her eyes. Make sure she's telling you the
Look
truth.
into her eyes.
You'll be able to tell. Yeah.
What? What's contradicting?
Saying that cheating, well, getting hit for cheating is like it's a deal breaker.
No, all that shit's a deal breaker,
Cheating,
but
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's very unlikely that you're getting with women that have never given hits with other guys.
no, it's not what you
Hello.
do while you
Not
with.
ne-
It's
no.
not what you do before me. It's what you do while you with me.
Exactly.
So
I don't
since
care
they
what
met
you did before.
Yeah,
If
what
I
you-
accept you, and wherever you are is where I accepted you at.
I kind of care what you did.
No,
before
no.
me.
I care what you.
I care what you
care what
yeah.
you did before, but like,
Okay.
if I'm okay with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
whatever
right,
my tolerance is for what you have done in your
Right.
past, I'm okay with it.
Right.
I can live with what you did.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. We talk. You know who I am. I know who you are.
Exactly.
Now I don't know who you are, bitch.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
out
once
here
you do
sucking
it
new
after
dicks.
we got together,
No,
yeah,
I don't
bro.
know who you
Brand
are.
new
So
dicks
sorry.
out the rapper.
Brand new dicks.
Oh my gosh.
Brand new dicks out the
New,
rapper.
like-
You,
like-
that's not the girl that I love.
Like that's like getting conquered in a different way. Like that's a massacre.
Then
once
he face
they-
fucks you too.
Yeah, when they
Oh
face
my
And your head was hanging off the side of
they
the bed.
grab the back of your head. Like
Y'all just pictured it.
And then what?
Wild
And then
imagination.
imagine your girl
Picture
is
what
a
I do.
swallower.
Come on, bro.
So she's so
Come on, bro.
so.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Y'all said an episode of No Crying. And then here we are.
Come on, bro.
This is a real deep topic.
Why the fuck would you bring that up?
Because why would she swallow?
Why would you?
Oh my God.
Why would you say something like that?
She swallowed. Damn. All right. Next subject.
Making y'all heart hurt, huh?
Next subject.
So
That-
for
next
the ladies,
subject.
if you're trying to hit them where it hurts, I guess that's the way to
Swallow?
go. No. Who,
Oh,
not all that.
That's
Not
what
all
you-
that.
That's what she was saying, right?
That is not what I'm
You said-
saying.
Ladies, if you're trying to hurt them, just swallow.
Yeah. Out here side dicking.
Is that the new term?
Yeah.
That's what
Side
the kids
dicking.
call
I
it
like
Because
nowadays.
you went because
Drawn.
what are you
Side
doing?
dicking.
You
Got
side dicking.
it. Y'all said y'all was okay. Never
Side
mind.
dicking. I'm the side piece getting attention on February 15th.
Now y'all
It's
said y'all was
crazy.
cool with being side pieces though.
I-
Does that not
if
count?
I'm
That
the
doesn't.
side
If you're the
piece,
side piece,
Not if I'm
okay.
the main.
Yeah,
piece.
if I'm giving out the side dick,
Yeah, that's.
This
if
is
I
very
win.
interesting.
Hell
I'm like,
yeah.
damn. He don't even know what I was doing with his girl.
Hell yeah.
I could go to sleep.
Interesting.
I could go to sleep with that.
And
So it
he'll
sounds
never
like
know.
it's about the
And I'll
power
never tell
dynamic to
him.
y'all. It doesn't sound like it's about the principle.
It's
It's about the
what?
power dynamic that y'all have in the relationship.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Got
100%.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, power's everything.
I'm your man.
Yeah.
Supposed to be leading you and
Yep.
supposed to be protecting you and supposed to be
Mhm.
providing for you and making sure that you're okay.
100%.
And you're making sure another man's okay.
Never let another man conquer you. That is my castle.
Side dicking.
Side dicking is wild. But check us out. We could do a new topic. So, Kai, if you got cheated on, who you telling?
God. Talk to him for a little bit.
No, that's real. That's
Heart
real.
to heart.
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah. Peter. John.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew.
Right. Your family? You telling your family?
Are they a disciple? I'm not telling nobody who is. No.
No?
No.
Why?
Why? All right. So, see, look,
Saints lost again.
this is deep. I'm sorry, ESPN.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
You do.
Hello.
You can go ahead and answer this question. I'm over it. You just fucked my whole mood up. I'm having a terrible week. No, seriously, I'm having a terrible week.
Why? What happened?
Because I had to spar in
Oh.
Philly,
Mm-hmm.
and we had all this traffic because everybody want to be celebrating. I'm not really
Jalen
in a
Hurts.
celebratory mood.
Jalen Hurts, most underrated quarterback. I might even say of all time. All he does is win.
You think his wife let him get side pussy?
No.
I don't know. Boy, be calm.
No.
I think if you had him on the mic, he would PR the shit out of the microphone and just be like, no comment.
I don't think
we would never know.
anybody's wife is allowing their husband to do
Nah, that's where you're
anything. It
wrong.
may be
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa,
happening,
whoa, whoa,
but they're
whoa,
not
whoa, whoa,
whoa,
allowing
whoa,
it.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. What?
Yeah.
You don't think anyone's wife is allowing their
We all
man-
have free will. So I just feel like allowing is the crazy word to put on it. Maybe it's happening. It may be against her wishes. It may be against what she wants to happen.
So you
but
think there's no
allowing
women out
is
here
a
that
crazy
are
word.
down with open relationships?
Not unless they're fucking other people too.
Whoa.
I think you're projecting.
Whoa. Yeah.
There's women out here
Yeah.
that understand their role and the lifestyle, and they allow certain things because
Oh.
they value the lifestyle.
There are whole cultures where
Yeah.
men can have multiple wives. What are
Yeah.
we talking about?
Yeah.
But we're talking about women outside that culture. Not
So we're,
women
so we're
in
talking
that
about here in
culture.
America.
People are
It's-
people.
it's- are
People
we
that
just
aren't
talking
abiding by that culture.
Okay.
So $1.5 million, you fucking somebody that you don't know?
$1.5 million.
He good look- he
Am
good
I
looking
fucking
million.
someone I don't
he
know?
at 9
I'm okay. Why would I be paid for sex?
because you do it for free.
But that's not my profession. I'm
1.5
doing it out of my free will,
million?
not because
No,
I'm being
1.5
paid to do it.
million?
And your profession, are you getting paid $1.5 million? And your profession, that's what you do.
I'm not a sex worker.
Anya,
So I
Sex
don't
workers aren't
understand.
getting paid $1.5 million either. Would you get five
Me
one
personally,
shot?
me
One shot.
personally, No, I
NDA
wouldn't get paid.
NDAs are drew up and everything. NDAs,
Mm-hmm.
nobody would know.
Mm-hmm.
1.5 million, you sign a contract.
No, because I feel like it's a slippery slope.
Are you single?
Because so from there, yes. So I feel like from there, what else are you willing to do for money? If that's the starting
So it's
point.
a moral thing for
do a
you.
lot.
It's a morality thing for you. That's what's up. I respect that. I
It's not
respect
the
her
truth,
answer.
but I like
it's
the
not.
answer.
Yeah, but I respect that answer.
1.5 million,
You said how would be
and
no?
you single,
Mhm.
and
Single.
you got another date lined up soon.
Maybe
How many dudes are
Where?
in your DMs right now?
talking to themselves or that I'm
Talking
actually
How
to
many
themselves.
people are you talking
A
to right
few.
now?
Skip. Anyways,
Okay.
It's a good question, bro.
Jalen Hurts.
That's
That's a Jalen Hurts. So
Anyways.
Question.
no, I'm you're dating other people. You're going out. They're potential fucks.
hmm
Like if you go out with somebody, they're
Not
potential-
everybody's a potential fuck.
Then
Let's
what-
start that off.
You're dating them.
Not
You say
everybody.
That doesn't mean they're a potential fuck.
So why are you dating them?
Because I like their energy. Everything doesn't
Because
have
you
to
like
lead
their
If
to
you like the
sex.
energy, that's a potential fuck.
Yeah.
No,
Any
no,
person
no, no, no,
that
no, no.
likes
Maybe to
energy-
y'all.
Dating,
Maybe to y'all.
dating. I mean, we
Not
can be
every
friends.
person
If-
you come
if
across
we're
is a
friends,
potential
you're not a
fuck.
potential fuck. But if we're dating, you're a potential fuck. Like that's.
Not to me.
So what's the point of dating?
Maybe I just like you. Maybe I just like
How
being
can you
around
like me and
What-
not be a potential fuck?
Yeah. Like what the? You're
I
not
don't
attracted to
know.
them
It
physically.
may not be that level of intimacy that I want to reach with you. It's a lot to give your body
So they
to
ugly.
somebody. To like for somebody to literally, as a woman, for somebody to literally enter your body, everything that could come from that.
The way
No,
you
not
say it
everybody
make
is a
that shit
potential
sound
fuck.
hard. That shit easy. Like to actually open up your legs.
To actually.
Open
The
them up,
act
lay
itself
down
is
on your
easy.
back.
The act itself is very easy.
It's very easy.
But to bring yourself to that point with somebody is not.
Okay.
First of all, everybody isn't a good lay, so you're taking a chance.
That's a
That's
fact.
for starters. Secondly, all the potential dangers, especially for Black women, to have sex, it may not even be worth it to take that risk with somebody.
Wait. The dangers for Black women. So white women don't have those dangers.
Well, Black women are in the leading cases for HIV right now.
Why do you think that is?
Oh.
Because a lot of gay niggas is undercover. I just threw that out of nowhere.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Cancel.
Are you-
I'm not gonna say
So, are,
immediately
so, you-
cancel.
so you're saying black dudes are gayer than
No,
or not gayer, but like
no,
I
that
don't need
like
to be gayer.
well,
but-
because in the Black culture,
Mhm.
being gay is it's becoming a little bit more pop culture now. But being gay was frowned upon so heavily in the hip hop culture. A lot of people were lying about it, and they had wives and they had different kinds of life when they were having sex. And if you look up the top way to get HIV
Mhm.
and sexual intercourse, it's through the ass. It's the top way.
It's most transmissible through anal
It's
sex.
the
yes.
yeah. So
It's-
that's why a lot of
it-
that's why the gay community has a heavy high HIV rate, because that's all they can do, because they don't make pussies for men.
Okay, so so is it through the ass or is it through ejaculation into another body?
It's most transmissible
through
through
ass.
anal sex
Through
because your
anal.
anal walls absorb it more
better. Okay,
easily. Yes.
very.
They're more penetrable.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we just gave them a lot of information. A lot of people
A
don't
lot.
know
We
that.
did. So what?
Things
so,
they don't tell you in health
So
class.
are you saying that there's a higher percentage of gay black people than there are of gay anyone else?
Who said that?
I don't know if that's 100% true, but I know that I did read up when they were bringing up, because Atlanta has a high. Why are you laughing? Can you be serious?
I'm serious.
Atlanta
I'm being
has
serious.
other than Atlanta, I think Washington D.C. But Atlanta has a really high gay rate
Mm,
and a really high Black African American men AIDS rate.
population. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but everybody knows that is
It's black.
the men down there are that's where you go. So that ties into it. But it's a thing. I mean,
Yeah. It's
it's a little scary, because you got a lot of men out here that still be side dicking women.
So
and
you
be
think
gay.
with that point, that's why black women have a higher rate?
Oh well, I
of-
was in piggybacking.
Yeah,
off her. I was just giving
yeah.
all
But like,
additional.
so that's what she's saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no,
You're
that's not what I
saying-
said. I just said Black women are leading the cases in HIV.
And do you think what he's saying is the reason for that?
There could be a lot of components to
I
it.
think we got to do some research, some surveying
Yeah, there's
to
probably-
come to that
There's some
conclusion?
analysis behind
Because you're
it
saying
for
black
sure.
women are like, I'm trying to figure out why that is. Is it because they're just more open to
There's
having
some
sex
theories.
with
There's
multiple
some
people?
theories out there that say that
I wouldn't say
HIV
that.
was created to depopularize blacks. So maybe that could be a reason. I mean, I'm not sitting here telling you this stuff is true. I'm stuff that I've
Okay, so
read and
yeah,
heard,
yeah.
but I've heard that like it was genetically made,
for us,
and it's
skin
easier
color.
for a black person with melanin to
Hmm.
get it versus a white person. I've heard that before. I don't
Wow.
know how true that is, but
a lot of theories out there.
yeah,
But my theory, I think black women are just more open.
but that's why. But these women don't care about that. Let's be honest.
You said what?
Don't care about what?
They don't be caring about that. They be
Who?
taking. They be rolling the dice.
Who?
Black
Yo,
women?
Black
women?
women.
black, Hispanic, white. Yeah, condoms have been. What's the word? Depopularized in the last
Well, they just don't feel good.
15 years.
Yeah.
What?
Condoms don't feel good.
Y'all not using condoms?
The fuck's a condom?
Males
Oh.
have a higher rate of HIV infection compared to females, specifically gay and bisexual men.
Yeah.
Account for a significant percentage of new HIV diagnoses.
Interesting.
Thank you for looking that up.
So gay guys get HIV more than
Then yeah,
Girl.
that's the highest.
interesting. That is very interesting. That is.
That's actually really scary because when AIDS was introduced into the community, it killed off many gay and black, well, not just black people, but the AIDS epidemic was really crazy.
It's not scary to me because I'm not gay. So
You know what's even scary now? They got them
Interesting.
pills now that you can take
Oh yeah,
that
PrEP.
makes you undetectable, so you can be out here running the streets and have and you
just
would never
spreading
know.
that shit.
Well, no, if you're
Not if you-
undetectable, you can't.
Yeah, if you're
spread it.
undetectable, you can't spread it. But I
You're
still want to
undetectable,
know.
You can't spread it.
There was
Oh.
a high school girl who was just convicted.
Yeah, you can be convicted. You can be convicted as if you don't tell somebody that you have something and you give them to it, give them your disease. It's like a criminal case and all that.
I think they should apply that to people that are transformers.
transgendered.
Sure.
What do you mean by that?
What you mean?
Oh yes, you mean no? But
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah,
no.
But
no.
I think
Trump
people
got
should
rid
be
of
convicted.
transgenders?
I think people should be convicted if from the start they don't tell, like, if you talking to a girl that you think is a girl, and I think she from the rip should just be like, yo, I don't have female parts.
I mean, you can't really make that a law because you're not gonna necessarily get a disease from dating somebody who's a male that turned into a
you
female.
can get a disease.
But it is morally right to
depression.
tell somebody.
You can get depression
You
from
can
that
go-
shit.
Yeah, I guess you can go
Why
to
would
court
you be
and you can
depressed by
declare
that?
for pain and suffering.
So
maybe
why
get
would
some
you
money.
be depressed
Why would you be depressed by it?
for being tricked into having sex with a transgender?
How
Are
about when
being
you trick a
tricked?
girl and tell her that you're something that you're not?
What do you mean by that?
Do you get locked up for that? Would you get locked up for,
That's why.
for a girl tells me that she only got 2 bodies and she got 38? Can I take her to court? If she told me she never fucking got train ran on her, but she
mean,
got
not
2 of them
that.
ran on her in high school, can we talk about that?
I don't know. I think there's some real like mental problems with these. If you got with someone that's a transgender, though, I feel like that's a little different.
Why though?
It's 'cause
I mean, as a man,
Mm-hmm. As a man,
and you dating somebody, honestly,
Hmm.
because some of these men, they be knowing, but they still be rocking. But knowingly, no, it's the truth. It's the truth. Dwight Howard, it's the truth. He got a wife, but he got men that
Don't
he
matter
sleep
if
with.
he got a wife. What?
He likes transgender. That's a real thing.
That's like his thing.
Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom, yeah, he
I didn't
definitely
know.
did that.
He did that
He
too?
did that shit, yeah.
That's a lot of like,
there was someone else too. I can't remember.
like I guess like maybe they having so much sex that they want to find out new ways to have sex. Is that what's going on?
I got a feeling is you. You know I'm here, I'm depending on you. Taking that dip and it's pen in my blue. Y'all bitches, y'all be changing like the flu.